3, 2, 1.
今夜もミュージック君へのラッキートレイ笑いあって抱き合って幸せにほらなれるように
Hello everyone and welcome to this backlog episode of the Weeaboo Club. We watched Miracle Examiner... Shut up! Stop! We watched Miracle Examiner Vatican.
The best part is I don't think that came out across in the recording, so Vindy's just gonna randomly tell what to shut the fuck up, and no one's gonna have any context for what that was.
I hope it comes across. It's fucking... and so...
My fucking? You want to hear my fucking on the audio?
No! We watched Vatican Miracle Examiner, actually, I think is the title. It's a show. It's an anime.
Did we watch it, though? Was that...
But before...
Well, look, two of us watched it. One of us pussied out.
I did actually watch it, you dumb bitch, but whatever. Look at this dumbass old man. This fucking racist old man.
Either way, what are we watching next time? Correct?
So, next is my first, my first long pick, our second long pick, Jaffru Season 1, which is another one of my favorite anime after Hiraga sketch.
I can't wait to not watch this one.
I'm gonna fucking stab WattheWut
Do
and kill
it then,
him.
please, so I don't have to remember anything.
It's a good fucking show. We're talking about Season 1, and yeah, that's all you need to know.
God, I can't wait to talk about a good show.
For once.
Vindy, you picked this one because you thought it was going to be worse than it was.
Yeah, so I was expecting a bad, wild show that would make us lose our minds, and instead, I got maybe the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life.
Just like Christianity.
Well, it is certainly a very bad representation. Here's the thing. The Japanese should never, ever, 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 ever try to emulate Christianity because they're really bad at it. It's like watching this. It was like watching one of those fucking atheism parodies of it, and I was like, please stop, it's painful. Every time I see Christian symbolism, my mind immediately goes blank because I already know, because they only know people who do. Is this how every other culture, the Greek people feel when we reference Zeus and Poseidon and shit? Because
no one actually worships those guys these days.
It's like watching it's like the same 5 things every single time. The show opens with a dude hanging in the air with the holes in his hands.
Hold on. The show opens with the most banger fucking opening.
Okay, that's what makes me probably the most mad is that it has a screen mode opening. And screen mode did the opening for Musaiken Phantom World, Yoru no Yatterman, and one of the openings for Shokugeki no Soma. And they're fucking good. And, the fact that they did an opening for this makes me very sad.
It's probably, the most, I was looking forward to an episode, yeah, the OP is there again, cool.
It was the only time I unmuted. That was a fucking joke. Fuck you. When you stay fucking... Look, here's the thing. Don't know some of my goddamn jokes. Either say something or laugh.
I didn't hear you, Vindy. I still don't even know what you said.
I said that's the
He's
only time
going deaf. I heard your joke and I just didn't say anything.
I know, so I'm mad at you.
I'm going deaf because what? Well, shut up, because that time Vindy said it and what spoke over him with his loud voice.
I said that
couldn't
the
hear
OP
anything.
was the only time I unmuted.
Oh.
And when you fucking no one does anything, now it's oh my god, Vindy watched the show for the Weeb Club muted? What a terrible member. No,
Now he's explaining the joke, as you can see, fellas.
Now I'm getting angry. Because WattheWut tries to ruin
everything.
everything.
My fault.
In
it's
my
my
life.
fault now.
He doesn't try to ruin everything,
okay.
right? But if it pertains to me,
yeah.
right? He tries to ruin it. He's like, Vindy doesn't make content.
I thought Craftsdwarf was gonna get mad, so I wanted to hear him get mad. But of course, the man has all those fucking child cum in his ears.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking start mic spamming when Vindy's trying to do the introduction to the Weeb Club and play Love Live episodes. He just tries to ruin everything in my life.
Well, you ruined my life by making us watch this.
Shut up.
This is gonna be the worst episode of the Weeb Club.
You made me read
Ichigo 100% gave us one of the best episodes of the Weeb Club, okay? Suck my ass.
You're right. Okay, you're right.
And
But
endless
Ichigo
amounts of
100%,
memes.
It was harder. Like there was.
You
more
were
pain.
harder
I had to sit
the entire
through-
time?
I was, because Satsuki's in it.
That's
But besides
funny.
the point.
You're funny.
I went through more pain. Look, here's the thing. If I'm being honest, Satsuki actually super hot. Like, was she super hot all the time? No. But some of the times was I like, oh my god, she's
I
like
can't-
actually way hotter than this fucking manga
Craftsdwarf,
deserves.
do you hear
Yeah,
this, man?
when
He's
she was in
fallen
her
so
fucking-
deep into
her
his own
fucking,
meme.
Like, her fast food restaurant, when she was in her fast food restaurant, like, outfit, like, at her part-time job, that was,
So,
like, that's still,
Craftsdwarf,
I think about
Craftsdwarf.
consistently, because it was
Do you
so
hear this,
hot.
man?
Well, I
I
mean,
couldn't
look,
handle it.
look, what? It's not that hard to imagine her with a bag on her over her freakish face.
Their
Shut
body
up.
proportions
Don't
are
say
so
that about her
drawn
face.
really
If I
terribly.
put-
The art's still bad.
If I put a bag over her head, I can't see her ponytail. What is wrong with you?
You can cut a hole in the bag so the ponytail could come out.
No,
Vindy.
you're stupid.
Yeah,
You're stupid.
Craftsdwarf's pretty stupid. Anyway.
I'm fine. I'm
Okay, so
stupid,
Craftsdwarf,
whatever.
I'm gonna be real with you. The entire time I was watching this god-awful show, I would end the episode and would not know what the fuck I just watched.
That's another thing.
well,
How the fuck
that's-
did this show make you cry?
Well, okay, one,
No,
what, like,
whoa,
you just
whoa, whoa,
are
no,
stupid
no,
and weren't
no,
paying
no.
attention.
We'll get to. I know why he cried because I was looking at what happened, so I know why he cried. However, every time I watched an episode of this show, my brain like shut down, like it was a defense mechanism. Like I couldn't, like it wasn't like horrendous enough for me to engage the hate center of my brain, so I could like pay attention because I hate it so much, and like it was just like. I was just sitting there, and then I would like wake up in a state, be like, oh shit, the episode's over.
You guys are the whiniest fucking babies.
Oh my
I
god,
swear
wine,
to
wine,
God.
wine. I'm Craftsdwarf, y'all wine. I'm an old man. Like, look, I'm sure we sound like sniveling little fucking crying babies to a fucking 8,000-year-old man,
Yeah,
okay?
fucking
But
enjoy this
listen,
stupid-ass show, making crying about it, you dumb bitch.
I know,
I didn't
know
like.
that
You don't know what I thought about the show.
I know that you grew up in a time where all you had to do for fun was bang two rocks together.
I know
okay?
your
But
ass
when
was in
I
the
live
twilight
the
of your
year-
life when Jesus Christ himself came out and started this religion. You motherfucker.
But when I, who am living in the year 2020, could do anything else with my time that's more entertaining, and I have to sit here and just be bored to tears watching a terrible anime that I picked, and I know that the difference is, right, with Ichigo 100%, I could blame what? Anytime I want to come, I'm like, there's WattheWut's fault, and I could let that anger fester in me. This time, who do I have to blame but myself? That's the problem, is I'm the one at fault, and I can't handle that.
Look, I'm not alone, Craftsdwarf. I talked to Vindy, and I was like, hey, Vindy, do you remember fucking anything about this show? And he goes, you know, I'm almost on the last episode. No.
I'm ready to ideas, because it's funny.
I think you guys are just incredibly stupid.
Oh my
because the
god,
show
you
is, like,
dumb
kind of
old man.
obvious,
I don't want to hear
and,
it
like,
from you.
it's-
You fucking...
The show is easy to. It's it's a mystery show. Wow. so
Yeah,
much
it was
And
boring
it's
as
a boring
shit.
mystery show. There were two interesting parts, okay? One of them is when the show turned into, these aren't spoilers, this is all before
Yeah,
episode
the one
6.
episode
One
was
of them,
when they went to Ninmanji Land. What?
the show turns into Scream. A big man in a black cloak and a white mask comes in and starts stabbing people, and then he gets fucking
And
shot
get this, viewers.
instantly.
Fucking get this, viewers. Craftsdwarf was like, "What? What is Scream? I don't watch horror film.
That's not-
And then we fucking.
That's not
Vinny
what I
explained it
fucking
to him,
said.
And then Craftsdwarf was like, "Oh, the shonen formula? You're gonna shonen formula?" And it was like some stupid shit. And I was like, Craftsdwarf, I hate.
This is
horror
character
films.
assassination.
I despise horror films, and I know what Scream is, and I know what this man is talking about. You're like, you gotta be more specific with what murderer you're talking about. And when Vinny says the man with the white mask and a black cloak, wait, okay, guys, here's a movie. Tell me what movie I'm talking about. It's a robot man played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he wears sunglasses and says, "I'll be
Oh,
back."
I got it. I know what it
Dumbbell.
is. I know what it is.
Anyway.
It's RoboCop.
Oh,
My answer was more correct.
and then
Anyway,
Craftsdwarf would be like, "I don't like sci-fi action films, so I don't know what that is."
You're a fucking monster. You're a
I could be like,
I
talking about a
show.
I hate him.
Shut
Like,
the fuck
I don't even get the chance to defend myself and explain that how like grossly he just like because what is so tiny brain? Like he not only can he literally not tell what's going on in this obvious like simple show, but he also just like can't read, and like I said things, and he just like went in one ear, like hit his brain, and then like a brain like hand like smashed it, and he like picked up the letters and arranged it into something else entirely.
Vinny's here, and we were both there. Listen to you say this shit. I could be like this. I could be like, yo, how come this show was basically the show turned into Iron Man, where like the dude is like a billionaire, and he like gets like kidnapped by like terrorists, and then he forms like a magical like metal suit by himself in a cave and then flies out, and then Craftsdwarf would be like, you're gonna have to be more specific about what metal suit and billionaire we're talking about. I don't like superhero films, so I don't know. And it's like, that's obviously fucking doing a fucking ripping off Iron Man, but then Craftsdwarf would be like,
That's not what Vinny said, and that's not how I responded. Vinny said, "Wow, I can't believe it became like Scream," and I went, "I haven't seen Scream, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about because it's a fucking giant fucking film series, and I've seen none of it."
Everybody knows what Scream is. It's a dude in a white mask.
And I didn't know what he was
cloak.
referring to because there's like I know that Scream's about like murder. I didn't remember the part that he was talking about because it's the least. It's the least fucking. That's the same episode.
Fellas, I'm going to read some DMs for all of you.
I think everyone's tensions are a little too high.
Well, I think we're all laughing our asses
Craftsdwarf,
off.
why the fuck did this show turn into Scream? Craftsdwarf, never seen Scream. Vindy, you kill me sometimes. Craftsdwarf, I don't like horror. I'm pretty sure we've discussed this. The Shining put me to sleep. And Vindy go, no, I know, but you don't even know that Scream is the guy who wears a mask and a black cloak and stabs people. And then Craftsdwarf goes, why would I go out of my way to watch more than horror when I could literally watch anything else? I know that much about the fucking cloak. And then Vinny's like, and this show has a guy who wears a spooky white mask and stabs people. And Craftsdwarf fucking responds with, really following the shonen formula there, huh?
That's so funny though. I didn't even notice that. I was so busy. Because then the show turned to fucking 1984 into some Orwellian bullshit. And I couldn't handle it.
Because, like, that's what I was thinking. It was like, there were so many other things that happened in the episode. Like, you're expecting to remember this, like, fucking bit part that doesn't fucking matter. And try and connect that to...
There is only one pop culture figure that wears a white mask and a black cloak.
Yeah, and I forgot. I can't picture the mask he was wearing in my head. I remember the cloak. It just... Because it doesn't fucking matter.
To be fair.
It's like the littlest, tiniest fucking thing. It's a significant detail in the episode.
To be fair. That guy was wearing... That guy's mask was a skull. And Scream's mask is like...
Now I remember it! Because you said what it was fucking was correctly, because I was trying to remember the mask, and I knew it wasn't fucking a Scream mask. It was a... now I can see in my fucking head. It's a fucking... God! If you said Death Gun, I might have fucking knew what you were talking about.
But it said who?
What?
Death Gun.
Oh,
Death
Death
Gun.
Gun. Sword Art Online is an epic show.
Also,
I love Sword Art
that's
Online.
a worse comparison because Death Gun, as his name implies, uses a gun.
Scream uses a knife.
Scream uses a knife.
Yeah, and the guy was shot by... That was what was interesting about the scene to me, is that the guy with the mask was killed by a pistol that had laser sights.
Okay,
that's
but
funny.
he was using a knife. And I do agree, it was fucking hilarious. He just got glacked instantly. Like, that man got fucking put down.
This is funny.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's funny as fuck that you guys are like, wow, this episode's gonna suck, and then we immediately get as tilted as possible.
Okay, Craftsdwarf, what do you think of the show?
Please tell us. Please tell me what you think
Well,
of the
apparently
show.
I had enough brain cells to, like, understand what was going on, even though, like, it's whatever. It's a mystery show. It exists. The character designs are Fujoshi as fuck, because they're, like, tall and lanky, and, like, they're definitely made for girls to, like, write, erotic dojins about.
Yeah, if there's one thing I associate with Christianity, it's homosexuality.
Yeah, no, that's
Just
totally...
normally I think
that's
about
a
the
good point.
homosexuality in the Catholic Church, it's a pedophilic kind, but, this is fine.
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I don't know, like, yeah, things happen, they built up the, like, as a mystery is, like, there's ones that, like, help you to solve it yourself, like Danganronpa or Sherlock Holmes, and and then this wasn't that, where it's just like introducing more information and you're kind of like figuring out, like you're seeing the characters solve it, and it's like, okay, so like as a mystery in that regard, like it's whatever. Like you're not gonna watch episode 1 and be like, yeah, Hitler.
That was the most exciting moment of the show for me when they mentioned Hitler. Are you
viewers,
kidding me?
please.
I almost came in my
Mega
pants.
please cut out yeah Hitler from Craftsdwarf, please.
Yeah, cut out that, not me saying that Hitler made me cum my pants.
Cut that out too.
No.
Cut out both.
All right, Vindy, can you do something for me? What is the main character's name?
Oh my god, I got this. Okay. One of them had a Japanese sounding name. I think it started with an H. And then the other one was like Robert or Roberto or some shit like that.
I think Roberto's the only one I know. Oh yeah,
Oh
one
my
of
God,
them was
I'm
like
so glad
Father
it was Roberto.
Julia or something.
That's like the main antagonist. Wait, that's a spoiler.
Oh. Who's gonna fucking watch this show, Craftsdwarf? Who? Other than us, who would watch this?
Well, Mega Graphics was like, as he was talking about on stream, that like he had a list of shows he wanted to vote for, like that he thought would make good Weeb Club episodes, and
Well,
this
Mega
was on the
Graphics
list.
is a tiny fucking dick and can suck my ass.
Why are you saying that? He does the best part of the Weeb
That's
Club.
true.
The out of
Never mind, I
context
take it back.
trivia cut.
Craftsdwarf and Vindy can suck my
We-
ass.
Is that like a request or is that like is that an offer? Is this like a commission? Like, are you gonna pay me? Like, what's going on with
A commission artist. Please draw WhatTheWut getting his ass sucked by Vindy.
Hey, all Twitter artists, I formally commission y'all to suck my ass.
I don't really have much to say about the show, so maybe we should just move to spoilers.
You know,
I mean, we
if you want, but like,
I mean, look, I do want to defend myself a little bit, Crowdsurf. It's not. I didn't say I couldn't understand the show. It's very clearly.
no, yeah. See,
Let me-
that's the thing. We
let me
don't.
read
it's
my
not that
Well,
we
like
don't
the fact that
understand
you
it.
guys like can't remember what was fucking going on.
Yeah. So
Like,
that's I said I am on the last episode and I can't tell you a single thing that's happened because even if it's a mystery, the mysteries are so bad and the actual because look, a are you gonna watch that episode? Are you gonna tell me that episode where they dropped the fucking Virgin Mary over on that guy and killed him, that was like able to be understood? Like you were able to solve that mystery before it happened? No. Which is the hallmarks of a
literally just said that.
So viewers,
What?
viewers,
Like,
I
not
want to
that-
communicate
that's
something
the kind
to you.
like it's not mystery that where it like leaves the clues for you to
Viewers.
answer them.
Oh,
Viewer.
so it's not a mystery that's like actually a good mystery. That's the reason people like mystery.
Viewers,
Got it.
come here,
Understand.
viewers, I.
It's just that I don't care to remember
We have-
anything when it's
we
so
haven't
boring
covered
and bad.
some.
And there's nothing.
We
to
haven't
talk about.
covered some new information involving Crafts the Dwarf. You see this man? He confuses us, me and Vindy. Superior brain power.
Actually,
here.
Vindy, that wasn't even a good example because like they did there was the part where he like reached his hand on the fan and I was like, wow, that's fucking cold, and like
Me and Vindy.
so
here
it's like they laid the clues out there
communicated
for
the
that one
idea
specifically, even though a lot of time they kind of did
despite
it.
us understanding that it is a mystery.
Craftsdwarf. The reason I used that one is because it's the only fucking
And
mystery I could remember.
we
if I'm being
communicate that the issue.
I guess there was the pregnant
communicate
nun,
the issue
but-
is that we didn't know what was happening because it was so boring that our minds shut off because it was so boring and stupid and bad that we didn't want to pay attention. And Craftsdwarf hears that, filters it through his centuries-old brain, his millennial-old brain, and says, "They didn't understand that it was mystery like me." And then he fucking apes out and fucking goes, "Oh, you see, it's like every other mystery."
I don't think that's what I said, but I'm not gonna go through that again.
It's like
It's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of someone it's the equivalent of what night you're playing 3D chess, right? We're like, I don't fucking care. I don't remember this show. And Krauser was like, it's a mystery, dude. You fucking dumb. And he's like moving his piece. He's like, I checkmated y'all on the second dimension, but our fucking queen is above his king, and he doesn't even realize because he doesn't look up. So we just fucking drop that bitch down.
It's like
and
if
it
you were
kills him.
watching the Hidamari sketch with a friend and
look, there's a difference because I can actually describe the mysteries and what actually fucking happened in the show, where you guys would
because it would suck. I don't care about it. What I saw is that the shot composition, the editing was garbage. The one time I paid attention.
Well, wait, he did say one correct thing though. Craftsdwarf just did say one.
What did he
correct
say?
thing.
You are brain dead.
Well, so are you, and so is he. So it's
Okay.
like it's like I've got a friend over in my house, and he's watching like Hidamari's sketch, and he's not interested in it. He's not really paying attention. He's like, cause he's just bored. He's not really down for it, and he's like, I don't really care. I don't really know what's happening. And I turn around, my old noggin goes ding 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 ding. Oh, you don't get it? That what it's trying to do? You don't get the master. It's literally that clip from Billy and Mandy where he turns around and goes, and he's like, do you not understand the complexity of the cinematic masterpiece? Your film is not stupid. You are stupid.
Look, there's a difference between like not getting the point and just not even fucking knowing what even happened in the show that you claim to have watched.
I get what it's trying to do. I just do not care. And I don't understand how you don't understand the difference between that, because
I think watched is a strong word.
My eyes were in fact looking at the screen, and the information was indeed going into my eyeballs, but every time it tried to get in, my brain was like, this is fucking garbage. What is this? I heard the same.
Your fucking brain, your fucking optical tubes have a goddamn firewall in it. Didn't let it pass.
My brain. Listen. I thought I was going insane.
Their Christian wired brains went like, wow, this is too much sin for me, and it like deflected it. This is too much heresy. This isn't my branch of Christianity. I better get this shit out of here. I'm not the Catholic shit. I don't fucking nah.
It has like 3 instruments. It was like, okay, so I know so. Vindy, have you seen that film of Sicario?
No, I don't watch horror movies.
I'm gonna kill you. So Sicario is this film that everybody my film professor was like jacking off about. He's like, the sound design is so good. The sound design for Sicario, and yeah, it is, but it also only has like 3 instruments, and I was like a dude going, and it's just like 3 of those, and it's just that over and over again. That was more bearable than fucking this, which has like the same organ and the same piano and occasionally like a string every once in a while with that
and a cool OP.
Okay, that doesn't part of the score. It's not part of the score. That's not part of the score. So like I'm sitting here, I'm listening to this, and I'm like, I thought I was going insane because I heard like the same organ and the same piano but cycling through each other. And I thought I was having a mental breakdown while watching.
Yeah, I didn't really notice or care.
Well, that's because you only care about themes. So like you turn your brain off to everything else involving media, and you go, I cried.
No, I don't like music. Like you guys go like, oh wow, the soundtrack is so good, and I can't even remember any songs.
I will say, I thought it was interesting that there's a song in the soundtrack that just sounds exactly like Duel of the Fates. Like even down to having like the fucking choir going like, doo, 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 doo. And like the fucking instruments are like I was like losing my mind. It was like, how the fuck is Disney not fucking throwing them a DMCA?
I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one.
I was like having a stroke every time I turned on an episode. Like it was like my brain was protecting me from this show because I looked at it. I was like watching it once, and like events were just transpiring, and there was no flow to these events transpiring. The shot composition was like weird. They were trying to do like Dutch angles and shit. It was making me lose my mind. Occasionally, every time we do a flashback, they do some fucking like Crayola white crayon bullshit around the borders, and I'm like, please stop. Just please stop. Please stop hurting me. And it's like, and then they went to Ninmanji Land, and I was like, God, this is really bad. This is really offensive.
South Africa is Ninmanji Land now.
You said it, not me.
Oh, no, wait, it was Africa.
Did you hear this, man?
South Africa is still part of Africa, crap.
No, I mean, I meant to say South America, so I ruined I forgot that it was actually in Africa, so never mind.
Quote Craftsdwarf, South Americans and Africans are the same type of people.
They're both brown, so...
It would make sense. It would make sense with this kind of person.
Brazil and Zimbabwe, both places I'll never go to. Quote Craftsdwarf, not me. I would never say that.
So... do we bother with spoilers? Like, cause...
Spoilers!
Spoilers! I know why Craftsdwarf cried. Because you see, I turned on the last episode, and the fucking little brother whose name I don't give a shit about was fucking dying in his deathbed. And then there was like the fucking same organ and the same piano were playing in the background. And then the brother eventually fucking died in the end. And I was like, wow, fucking...
No, we didn't.
No, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I know what you didn't watch the show. You like kind of let it play and just like jacked off to Love Live.
Well,
and
good.
you were,
It
like,
was a
in the
better
other-
waste
on
of
your,
my
like,
time than watching this garbage.
I'm losing my mind.
That's
This is so fucking. This is
Like, at least with Fire Force, I was transparent about the fact that I didn't fucking
I was
read it.
watching it. I just was not paying attention.
Yeah. Like,
Doubt.
I put all 12 episodes played on my television, and I was in the room with the sound on, right? Now, did I pay full attention? Did I pay as much attention as I possibly could to the show? Yes. Was that my 100% undivided attention? Not at all. But did I try my best? Yes. And at the end of the day, that's all Jesus can really ask
Yeah.
me. And I think that is the core theme of Miracle Examiner Vatican.
Your love is amazing, steady and unchanging. Hallelujah.
Okay, Craftsdwarf, I want you to tell me why you
Hallelujah.
cried. I want you to explain it to me. I want you to explain
Hallelujah.
why it was Kino.
Because I just like the last episode, how like you had Ryota connecting to Jacob through like the book, and because like as this other person who's like fucking dying of cancer, which I have shit going on in my life and now related to that. But anyway, and like he's like, oh, maybe I should find my sacrament, but then like he lives and he's like, no, I want to help other people, and I don't know, I just like they kept it as this is their miracle. They're not gonna like examine it. Because they just they don't want to challenge that faith. They just want to like this is fine, and like I was like bored through like most of the show, like understanding what was going on apparently, but then like this episode happened, and I don't know, I had tears in my eyes. Like I wasn't crying, I just like had watery eyes, and I was like, what the fuck, how is this happening? So yeah, basically like that's it. Fuckers.
God, he's so mad.
Wow.
He's so mad.
You
Vindy.
don't have
hear
to be
him?
so aggressive.
Why is he so mad, Vindy?
No, I just don't want...
Well, I said it to be funny, and then you guys are like, because I'm never mad, even though I was like, I've been,
You don't even fucking
He's
try,
gonna
you
make
little
me
bitch.
cry.
Oh,
He's being so mean.
This fucking stupid ass. I've never been mad.
No, I'm not like I'm not usually like that. This is okay,
Yeah,
even though
dumbass,
like
fuck
it's happened
you.
more like this last like month, but like because when you guys get mad, that's just all the time we're laughing. When I get mad and I'm laughing, like this episode, you guys are like, wow, Craftsdwarf's mad. I'm scared. Like fucking babies, fucking
Whoa,
crying ass
whoa.
little.
Tell me one time I've been mad on the Weeb Club. Hold on.
I don't remember.
Wow,
but you
see,
said-
he's fucking
Um,
dementia
you
setting
started
in.
episodes tilted, like
Yeah, but
I
like
don't
I
know,
start tilted and I start fucking with what the what, and then like I can't be upset.
No,
like
like,
I
'cause-
can't be mad when I'm making what the what mad, because that's just always funny, you know?
This is so sad.
Cause like I've known there've been cause they're like like you like I want to strangle what the what, or like man, I'm already tilted. Like you've said stuff like that early into episodes because and like I remember we've even talked to you about it, or like even after the fact, and you're like, yeah, I've been testy lately. I don't know why. Like that's happened.
That was
You
an
can't
episode.
just
You're
say-
right. You're right. You got me there.
Yeah,
You got me there.
so
I
I've
remember
I've never
that.
been
Yeah,
mad
yeah.
before.
Shut up, okay?
Well, as long as you have Chin on me in your heart, how can you ever
Yeah,
get
I know,
mad?
right? Like, I don't know how I could possibly get mad over that.
You're unfunny. What the what's
I
unfunny?
am really unfunny, honestly. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah. Go back to the Danganronpa
Yeah,
episode.
it's really unfortunate.
Yeah,
It
it
is
is.
unfortunate. Kind of like that picture you posted in the chat that I'm looking at right now.
Imagine if that was your face. Would that be a miracle? Yes or no?
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
How about this? Is this a miracle? I found Jesus.
Well, should we break down? If we're gonna be serious for a second, should we break down why this doesn't work as a like why I don't think this works as a
Other than the fact that it visually
a mystery
other than
show?
the fact. Oh,
Yeah, I literally already did.
Well, you're right.
I mean, I was gonna
guess
talk.
we could-
I thought you were gonna say how it doesn't work as a show, and I was gonna say what aside from the fact
Do
that
it. Go,
visually
go,
it's
go.
visually it's fucking boring and bland, and every single fucking every even all the color choices that they have are all like black and gray and brown, and it's fucking horrible to look at. Their shock opposition's terrible, and they keep trying to do Dutch angles every time, but it doesn't work. The sound design is the same goddamn thing every single time. The soundtrack is the same goddamn thing every single time.
Did you ever think that visuals don't matter?
Oh, visuals
Oh, the
don't
voice,
matter?
like, okay, specifically, like I think it was Thomas who had like that stupid fucking laugh in episode 1, and like the way, like the last when he like got killed, the Hitler, the child. We're in the spoiler section.
I know. I just want to fuck with you.
Yeah, and the child of Hitler, basically, like that was funny. But because like he wasn't good, like, and see, this is like, okay, because I noticed it's like my favorite voice acted roles are like crazy characters.
That
Like
would
I
make
love
sense.
Mark Hamill's The Joker. I love Miyuka Sawashiro's Genocider Show. I like Megumi Ogata's Komaida. But like crazy characters are also the easiest ones to fuck up, and that's a perfect example where it's just like a really bad performance of like this guy doing a crazy voice. Like the fucking laugh in episode 1 is just so funny and how awful it is. And
I too remember that laugh in episode 1.
The amount of murder that takes place in the church is kind of astounding. I will say that much.
Well,
Like, I felt like it was a little offensive to insinuate that there's just constant.
yeah, there
murder.
should have
Like,
just been
if
more
it was-
child
if it-
molesting.
Yeah, well, if it had child molesting, that's one thing, right? Because that like actually happens, right? But like murder is like a different level, right? Like,
well
you
here's.
know.
Oh wow, you quote Vindy. Murder's worse than child molestation.
I mean, we have child molesters in the Weeb Club all the time. I sit here with both
that
of
doesn't
y'all,
make
but
any
I don't have
sense.
murderers on the Weeb Club.
I mean, I sit here with this fucking with the like 2 of this Danganronpa character all the time, and it's like I'm losing my fucking mind. Anyway,
Yo? Oh my god, it's Yo
I
Watanabe
fucking
as
want
a
to
clown.
kill you. Anyway, so
Kill me or
here's the
kill her?
thing: every time I see fucking Christian symbolism in anything, I immediately roll my fucking eyes because I know what's about to happen. Because whenever people do Christian symbolism, it's always like the same 5 things, and it's like they present it in the same way. I'm gonna see Jesus on the screen at least 20 times per second, and I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. However, I did hear the word Yohane in this series, so I'm gonna have to give the show a 10 out of 10.
That's right.
God,
I was thinking about that too, and I was wondering that.
No, he didn't watch it though, so he didn't know that.
No, look, see,
For
I told you,
context,
my
there's a
brain
character,
turned on every
it's,
once in a while. Like when they went to Ninmaji-land.
You heard Yohane, and you whoa,
Yeah.
right? And you had to go
Yeah.
back. You had to go back to make sure that Yohane didn't make a guest appearance
I know.
as the fallen angel of the show.
Yeah, I know, but then they ruined it because she
Well,
didn't show
see, well, that's the thing, Vindy, is it was your favorite character, the wife beater.
You're the one who stands women beaters, not me.
You're the misogynist.
Why are you putting these labels on me? I've never said anything of the sort.
I'm gonna fucking
I
kill you.
love and respect. You know what?
Turn into a
Craftsdwarf?
girl so I can fucking beat your ass.
You know, Craftsdwarf, maybe you stand Luna. That might happen.
God, imagine Craftsdwarf looked like this.
What the fuck is going on?
I love that dude.
Are those Monster Energy drinks?
Yeah. You're a boomer. You should know what Monster is.
I've never drank in one, but I know what it is.
I'm
Craftsdwarf.
gonna tie you up and force fucking feet drink.
Craftsdwarf on the Weeb Club be like,
You said I heard force feet instead of force feed, but that's just because like how I process your words in my brain. Like my brain is like Vinny's gonna say feet because he said FEE. Like the autocorrect in my brain was like this is what Vinny's gonna say before you like finished it.
What kind of monster do you think I am? First I beat women, now I'm into feet. Do you know me at all? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm not.
I'm
Wonder
really
What.
not gonna tell you about the fucking landlady scene that's gonna make you monkey.
Oh! Does it involve feet or does it involve
Ponytails.
woman beating?
Look, she's just bent over, and
my
I won't
God.
say anymore.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my god, I'm resuming Hitamari right now. Fuck the Weeb Club, I'm out.
That's a mood. So did you have anything you have to say specifically about the show, like anything that happened in it, or do you remember anything, or was your brain just mush?
aside from the fact that every single thing maybe like reject it from my brain, no.
I
don't know.
actually, okay, I will say I did kind of like the moment between the two main characters after the last credit sequence. Like, where they're just, like, sitting in the pew talking. I thought that moment was, like, fine. But, that was kind of it, you know?
I like the climax of like the second mystery with the prophecies, where he's just like blowing him the fuck out on like I don't know, because like, and I don't know, I find like like, you know, it doesn't really do enough interesting with it, but I just like how like, yeah, they are religious, they are, you know, members of the faith, but like as examiners they fundamentally have to doubt everything. Like it's kind of, you know, almost antithetical to like what they do in a sense. And I was like, okay, yeah. And like, actually that was about it. That's all I had to say.
Set the fucking picture of the fucking mating press.
Yeah. I'd mating press her.
I mean, the same.
I'd let her mating press me. I mean, what?
Whoa. This is so
What?
sad.
Huh?
I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
I don't think I have much more to say
Suicidal.
this anime.
They say it's
I mean, I've already said everything I had to say about like the show specifically, which is not much. But the show, I mean, I think the problem is, right, like unless we went to every history specifically, like there's not much to say, and like the problem is just the show. Like I don't think it works as a mystery. Like it's not a fun mystery to try to solve, and I think it's just so boring outside of the mystery. Because, like, you could make the argument for some of the mysteries in, like, Hyoka, for example, that, like, yeah, they're not really intended to be solved, right? Like, when you compare it to, like, Conan or something.
Yeah, well, that's kind of
think...
like the way I framed it is, like, I didn't want to dismiss that as, like, oh, it's just a bad, like,
Right.
show in the mystery genre. That's so, like, because even though I haven't seen anything where that does it, like, this way, but it was also good, because I also haven't seen Hyoka. But so, like, you know, like, that's why I said it as, like, this is a different kind of, like, this is this kind of mystery story, so if you don't like, because, like, it does do, like, because the way the mysteries is like with the Jesus crucifix, the statue one that,
right.
like, he's using, like paint, like if they showed you the paint, then that would just give away the mystery, right?
Right.
So it's, like, they can't have a mystery, but also introduce all the clues, because the clues are so, like, hyper-specific that it's, like, right, because, like, and you know, because I've written a mystery, and, like, your Google search history gets weird when you write a mystery. Like, how many milliliters of cyanide do you need to kill a person? Like, stuff like that. Like, you need to work the logic, and, like, you know, so, like, there, yeah, and there was just, like, yeah, there's a lot of weird information and shit, I guess. Like, I don't remember a lot of it, but I was like, oh, that's a neat thing I didn't know.
Right.
You know, so, like, yeah, so that's, like, about all, like, because, yeah, the mysteries are, like, you know, they do, like, take some, like, again, with the statues, like, yeah, they, you know, piecing that together is, like, good fucking luck, and they do add more, like, we can just test it and see the blood on it, you know, but, like, you're not gonna be solving it as you go, more or less, so, and I guess that, like, because, like, especially with, like, most of the first one, like, you know, with the Hitler stuff, like, that got wild, like,
Yeah.
you're
Well, I think, like, what I was just saying is, like, the difference between, like, something like this and, like, Hyoka, that, like, I think makes Hyoka engaging and entertaining is that, like, in Hyoka, it's carried by, like, the character arcs and, like, the really, really good characters and, like, really strong visuals. And, this show doesn't have, I think, any of that. Like, if the characters were interesting, or, like, the writing, even outside of the mystery, was interesting enough, to keep me, like, engaged, then, like, it doesn't matter that I can't solve the mystery. But... when the mysteries aren't, because, like, you know, something like Conan, right? Like, you know, at a certain point you do become, like, invested in the characters and what's going on, but a large part of the appeal is trying to solve the mysteries yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a large part of the appeal of mystery stories in general. As well as, like, you know, you could also look at, like, well, what do the mysteries say about the people involved? But that's, like, a different discussion. But, like, I think that, like, the problem is, if you're not going to have mysteries that, like, are really able to be solved by the people, then you need to have really strong characters to, like, balance that out. And I don't think this has that.
No, yeah, it's like what Roberto, like, there's stuff here and there for them, but it's like, you know, I'm not particularly invested in them, like, you know, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, I just think there's nothing that really kept me, like, wanting to keep watching. Like,
and I guess with me, it's like, well, because, like, I wouldn't disagree there, but at the same time, like, there was nothing that wanted me to keep me from not watching it. So, like, I don't know. I guess we can. Are we ready to move on to final thoughts?
Well,
I'm sure what is, because he sounds
Vindy.
dead.
I have something for Vindy.
Okay. How the fuck am I being a clown,
You
motherfucker?
picked
Where
this
in?
show.
Yeah. I stand by the pick. It was funny.
You're not funny. You're unfunnier than me, and that says a lot.
That's a fucking goddamn
It's
lie. You
not.
know it,
After
bitch.
this, you can fucking.
It's a lie.
This is fucking
It's
true.
a lie. It's a
Uh-huh.
lie. Lie.
Well,
Stop lying to me,
no,
okay?
it's not true.
It is
So anyway,
true.
I guess moving on to final thoughts. Like I would like.
I love this
mostly
show.
I
It's
would-
so good. If you skip to this point, it's a really good show.
Yeah, watch it. Just no context. Just go in. Just I would probably give it a 4, honestly. If not for the last episode, which bumps up to like a light 5 for me, just because like I didn't expect the show to like hit me at any point, and it kind of did, and I was like, what the fuck. So yeah, there's that. Vindy, I feel the need to remind you.
This is your fault.
No, I know it was me.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Fuck you. I knew it was me. I was about to say that I would give it a 4 personally as well. Because like I think like it doesn't do enough. Like it's not aggressively bad enough to go below a 4. I would just kind of say the show is nothing. Like it's not a show about nothing. It's a show that is
Tina Mara
nothing.
sketch.
Well, yeah, it's
So-
about faith, which is like literally the only thing that any piece of Christian media has ever explored.
But it doesn't explore it in like a good way.
No, not yeah. It's
and
just like
I think it misses
yeah.
a lot of like, but like it doesn't do it badly enough that like I get like aggressively upset about it. So it's a 4. It's just really boring, and it's not like on the like decent side of mid. It's on the bad side, so it's like a 4.
I found this image. This is how I feel about
No.
this show. Yeah.
I love it. I'm saving this image.
Anyway, I was thinking about it, and I was gonna give it a 4, but then I thought for a little longer. And I was like, do I feel like, does this show really do anything better than Code Geass or Anohana? And then I thought for a bit, and I was like, Anohana has some nice music. Anohana kept me engaged at least. Anohana had some nice animation. Does Vatican have anything over any of these? No.
Better OP?
Well, no, it doesn't. No, it
It
really
does.
doesn't.
You're stupid.
I would sooner watch the Vatican OP again than I would the
Well, anyway,
Anohana
it's
one.
a 2 because
Oh my god.
it's a 2 because after thinking for a while, I was like, what is the most nothing score I could give this? What is the most like the score that is not terrible, like not completely awful, but it belongs to things that I wish never to remember? And I was like, oh yeah, so I gave it a 2. Thank you, Jesus Senpai.
Big sad. I didn't realize that this would be like what second most hated thing we've discussed
Well,
so far.
I guess.
Well,
I don't know if I would say it's hate. It just sounds more like apathy.
pain. I actually hate you two more than
Shut
anything
up.
else.
No,
I
you
do
don't.
actually.
You're such a fucking
I do
Tsundere
actually. I
bitch
fucking
liar.
despise
Shut up.
despise
No, you
you
don't.
two.
Shut
I
up.
despise
Shut up.
you two. Holy shit.
Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode.
This is
We
your
loved
fault,
it.
viewers. Everything that has happened up to this point.
This is Vindy's fault.
This was
This is
my
Vindy's
I
fault.
think.
I'm bringing back Sid the Rat because, you know, bringing back Vindy moment because he deserves it.
We're not bringing back Cinderella. Thank you guys for
Kill
watching.
yourself.